Hi, this is Katura with BlueNotary, and today we're going to be going over how we can fill out a real estate power of attorney. So here, let's start putting in some information for our signer, John. So here on the first line, it says I, and we can put John's name. So let's drag and drop our signer's name and we want to put John's address. So let's press T for a text box and we'll put a made up address. And we'll put that here in the city of, and I'm going to press T for another text box and put a city in New York. And John is the principal, is appointing another person to act as an agent on behalf of them. So let's put a name of a person. I'm going to press T for the person's name, and that person is going to be Sarah Wells. And let's put Sarah's name here and we need to put Sarah's address. So I'm going to put T for a text box, and I'm going to do another address for Sarah. And now we can put the city where Sarah is with another text box, and I'm going to put Middletown. State of, and I'm going to press T again. I'm going to put New York to act on my behalf. So now that that has been filled out, we need to go down to the assignment of authority, what the agent will be able to do on John's behalf. So we have a few things here, but not all of these things does John want to have checked off. So what we can do is each one of the ones that John wants to choose the agent to do for him, he needs to initial and check. So let's try this. Let's do the hotkey of 2 and get John's initials, and we can put that here. And we can also do a checkbox, which is the hotkey of 3, and put this check here, the sale of real estate. And we want to put the location that John is allowing Sarah to have power of attorney over. So let's use his address at 789 Main Street. So I'm going to press a text box and I'm going to put 789 Main Street and put that here. And with the legal description of, and I'm just going to put a text box, I'm going to say single family dwelling, or whatever it is legally described as. Now, these other ones are not going to be included in this power of attorney. And what we can do is just block these out if we want to, or even draw lines through them so that no one is able to change this after we're done. So we can use our toolbox up at the top if we want to cross any of these out and maybe put our initials next to them as notaries so that everyone knows that we're the ones who blocked these off from being used for any other purpose. So as we go down, here we are at Article 2. So we want to have John initial and check the applicable term. This could be effective and revocated on a specific date. It could terminate upon John's death, or we can do the non-durable option. So let's check one of these and put John's initials. Put that here and put a check here because he's choosing this one. And let's choose a date that he wants this to terminate. So I'm going to press a text box and let's say it's going to be until the end of this year. And we can put that here. And like I mentioned before, I don't want these other options to be used at another time. So what I'm going to do is get my line tool and I'm going to draw a line here. And I'm going to make sure my line is the thickness that I want it. Make it a little bit thinner. I'm going to choose another line. I'm going to put that through here. Another line. And another line here. just so those aren't chosen after the document is completed. And so that everyone knows that I'm the one that did that, I'm going to press the hotkey of 2. I'm going to choose my initials and put that here. I'm also going to choose my initials here and place them right here. So here in Article 6, John is signing that he is giving this agency to Sarah to act on his behalf in real estate matters. So we need to put today's date here on this line. So let's press D for the date, and we want to press the hotkey of S for John's signature. And we're just going to make that a little smaller here, extend it so it fits on this line. We're going to press the hotkey of 1 to put John's name. And now we also need to have Sarah join, but Sarah has not come to this, and now we realize we need her. So what we can do is go to our menu and add a signer. So here, let's put the secondary signer's email, and we're going to add an additional signer. Now this additional signer is Sarah, so now I want to get her signature here. And I want to get her name. So what I'm going to do is press T, and I'm going to put Sarah Wells. And now here is my part. After I've given the oath to both John and Sarah, we can go ahead and start dropping our notary details. So I'm going to press T to put State of New York. Another T for the County of Orange. And I'm going to take that and put that here. And I want to put today's date, so I'm going to press D for today's date. Before me appeared as the principal. So this is going to be John's name. So I'm going to press 1 and put John's name here. And here I can put my signature. So I'm going to press S, choose my signature as the notary. I'm also going to have my name here printed. And my commission expiration date, which I can find here. I can drag and drop, or I can use the hotkey of 7. And never forgetting to add our notary seal. So I can drag and drop or press the hotkey of N. And so, of course, always want to make sure I look over this with John and Sarah, make sure that it's filled out the way they wanted to and complete before I go to the menu and complete the session. I hope that helped. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow our channel for more remote online notary tips.